Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rebel Jumps channel. Today we're looking at the 7Chambers Ultimate Hero, a collaboration with Phoenix Props. We're looking at the box now, really nice artwork or letter type that you see here. I really like the way they highlighted the letters with the green accents on the back. Yeah, it looks really cool, really nice package overall. Let's take off the cover of the box. Put that to the side. So this is what you get when you purchase one of their hero lightsabers. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. So we start with this bag on the left. It contains the 3D printed chassis that will go into the control box that actually houses some of the switches and whatnot. And you see here the switch plate that goes on the outside, the green and red triangle LEDs, and the LEDs are included, and the switch section here, the switch block. So that's nice. That's all in this package. So what else you get? You get the tri-ring as well. So that's kind of needed. So you have to bend it open and bend it close once you have it in place on the pommel cube. Two switches here. These are switches that are used for the side control box, or actually these are for the switches for underneath the control section that will control the control cards that I will show you in a second. Put these to the side. This is the included clamp card. It has nice bluing in the middle instead of black or gray or whatever. Unfortunately, mine has a blob of hot glue on there. That should be an easy fix, removable. So I'm gonna do that before I start building it, of course. Of course, it's the strips in the middle are made of copper, so there will be some tarnish or weather over time, some aging. Little bit, yeah. I have to say the copper bits are a bit. It's not great. You see, there's some bald spots there. Not much we can do about. And then we have the. This is the. Sorry, whew, it's very hot here. This is the blade plug. It's a all closed blade plug, so there's not much to see, but very nice finish. It has the side screw there, like the real model. We have the vented pommel here, and there's two options. I have the non-vented pommel already on the hilt, so I will show you later. But this is the vented pommel. Very nice pommel. Nice design for the sound venting. I like that. Really cool, unique design. Yeah, looks pretty good. Then this was a little bit harder to get out last time. So it includes in the box as well this really big Allen wrench key. So I'm gonna put it in there and slowly lift up the control section without damaging it. And this is the control section that will house the 3D printed chassis inside, the side plate here, and the black button will be here. So you have 1, 2, 3 tactile switches that you can configure, and of course here will be the little LEDs, the green and red LED. Yep, very nice. And the last piece here, before we done with the top, is the copper piece that will be on top of the control section, and then you have this control board that slides over it. It's held in place by the switches, so the switches that will go underneath here will stick out. I believe these are the ones. Well, not 100% sure. No, these are too small. So there's probably another part that's somewhere in the box that will stick out a little bit. Maybe the rubber pieces. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, it's probably one switch. I see. It's only one switch. My bad. Yeah, this is the switch. So it will be the activation switch will be here. And then auxiliary switch will be on the side on the black control section. That for a default use for the main switch and auxiliary switch. So that's how it's gonna look like. Yeah, not much to say about that. Looks nice. Nice copper piece. Nice heft to it. The holes are nice and clean. Put that to the side. And then also includes a little plaque and a little stand on which you can display your lightsaber. If I can get it out there, it's really deep and snug. And oh, it's just a plaque. Sorry, there's no saber stand. Sorry, my bad. It says episode 7, episode 5. My bad. I'm really bad with these Roman characters. Canon, the hero, Ultimate Edition, Phoenix Prof, and 7 Chambers. Now, Ultimate Edition, you have to take it a bit with a grain of salt, because it's not ultimate in some people's eyes that are really stickler for details and accuracy. Yeah, a little cool plaque that comes with it, and then the hilt. I will get into why some people think this is not the most accurate hilt, and make your own. Let you make your own decision. So this is the hilt itself. Really nice hilt. Has a nice heft to it. In this configuration, of course, the control section is not there yet, so that really makes the hero, of course. So it looks a bit odd like this, all naked. But yeah, overall very nice. Now the emitter contains the housing for a LED unit, which we are not going to use for our build. We're going to install it with NeoPixel, so this thing won't be needed for our build. But I just have to take a look and talk to the guys of 7 Chambers to see if the copper neck or the tin neck section is strengthened by this inner piece here, and I will explain that in a second. Because this must be a really long threaded rod that goes all the way into the tin neck, I estimate. I'm not 100% sure, this is the first time I actually see it, so I might be wrong, but it does look like it's a really long piece. Yeah, so that might be something I have to work with. Yes, exactly, that's what I thought. So this is probably the piece that strengthened the whole inner tin neck, so it's an extra thickness that is being added to the hilt, because this is just copper, which is not that strong, and this is just alloy that has been powder coated. So I don't know, I have to check how this is gonna work with NeoPixel setup, of course, because I use a NeoPixel PCB with the pins, the pogo pins. So I don't know if I have to cut this off and then screw this all the way in or something, and then have that for strength, or leave it out, because I don't plan to duel with it. But this is how it looks like. You can see the copper section there. So that is definitely for strengthening of the whole tin neck. And yeah, so I have to take a look. Is the tin neck? Yep, okay, I can unscrew the emitter. Well, so we'll do that first. So this is the emitter here. Very nice emitter. I have to say the alloy is a bit more raw than I expected to be. That's the first thing I noticed when I did the unboxing video, is when I looked at the alloy, I thought, wow, it's a bit, the finish is still a bit too raw for my liking. Of course I will fix that myself, but I felt like, yeah, it was a bit grainy. It's a bit more grainy than I anticipated. And then, let's see if I can, yep, we can get the copper piece off. Now I have to strengthen this later with some adhesive to secure these individual parts, of course. Nice weight to it is copper tin neck section, but definitely not meant for heavy dueling. And if you do want to do some light dueling, you definitely want to have this inner piece in here that run threads in. Actually, there's threads in here. Let me see off camera. No, doesn't seem to be. No, so threads that slides in all over the copper piece here, and it just gives it extra strength overall. So this piece is kind of detrimental if you want to do some light dueling. Unless you're really not interested in it, you might be able to run it just with the copper piece and the alloy piece here. And this whole piece here is a single piece. So we unthread that here. So here we go. So looks nice from the inside. And this is the top. Now I did have purchased a brand. Oh, I didn't prepare that. Shoot, I didn't prepare that. I bought a new flashlight that I could use to show off parts. And this is the lower control section, or the control section. Unfortunately, it does not break down on this end. It only breaks down at the pommel end. I just wish that would break down an extra piece there. But yeah, the powder coating looks nice and clean. I mean, I don't see any chipping in the powder coating. It does have the uneven rings here, as it should, for a movie accurate replica. well, I couldn't say replica, and I get into that in a second, because this saber one had some issues with it. I'm gonna unscrew the closed pommel for a second to show that, and then show the pommel cubes on the lower section as well. So as you can see, the closed pommel cube, very nice. I'm gonna intend to do some light to medium weathering on this hilt and use the closed pommel. The pommel cubes, nice chamfered, no sharp edges. This feels good. Yeah, not much to add there. This is, I think, the 4th or 5th different iteration of the hero that I have been handling and reviewing on my YouTube channel. We had the Vader's Vault Heroes, 2 Generation 1s. We got the Ultimate Works hero, and I believe there was another hero as well, but I just simply forgot it for now. So overall, a very, very nice set. Now, this lightsaber had some issues in the beginning. It came with the wrong length of the grenade section. That was all even cubes, I believe. Had some weird powder coating issues with some of the users that received their kit. And overall, it was way too short. I believe this whole control section was the grenade section was way too short, and there were some delays because of with the CNC milling company. They were doing this run. They had issues, and parts were delayed and whatnot. And people have been waiting very long time on getting this hilt made. And yeah, it left a bit of a sour taste in some people's mind or mouth, and unfortunately there's a bit of a negative reputation with this hilt run from 7Chambers, with yeah, some backing from Phoenix Props, it seems. Derek from Phoenix Prop does have a little bit hands off, as he takes his hands off a little bit from this hilt run. He say everything was done by 7Chambers himself, and not so much by Phoenix Props, which was a bit odd to me, because initially I thought this is a Phoenix Props product, and that's why I jumped on it. Of course, I like 7Chambers, but I thought, yeah, this is Phoenix Props, so this is going to be an epic piece. But although it's a really nice piece, it did come with some issues for some users. Not for me though, because I bought it very recently when a lot of the things were smoothed out, so I didn't really experience all those issues. Really quick demonstration how it would look like with the control section on there. So it will snap on like this, go on there, and then it will look something like this. And I think it looked darn good, to be honest. Looks really good. I had to say I had to get used to the smaller dimensions of the hilts, considering I'm used to the Vader's Vault hero, which is quite a bit larger. Just for giggles and funs and giggles and whatever you want to call it. Overall length of the hilt. Again, centimeters. Sorry guys, I know some of you guys gave me some pointers. I already forgot it. Sorry. Total length 25.7 centimeters. So yeah, I'll leave that to you guys, and to give you dimensions. If you guys want more dimensions, of course, let me know. Yeah, it's some people said the emitter, some of the dimensions of the emitter were not fully correct. So I believe this part here in particular, there was something with some of the experts or self-proclaimed experts on this particular hilt from the movie pointed out. So I don't know, fully understand. I do feel like this is a beautiful hilt, and for me it definitely will do. Because yeah, I'm not a stickler as much as some of the people that want to have the most accurate movie version. 14.29 inch thick at this thickest point here. If you need more dimensions, let me know. I can make a follow-up video. But yeah, for me it's not so much of an issue, the exact dimensions, because to me this is already a very impressive piece here. It feels really good in the hand. When the electronics are installed, which will be a NeoPixel setup with the new CFX soundboard by Plactor Labs, this will probably be my personal hilt. This will be probably my personal build. I'm still deciding if I want to have a crystal review. Probably yes, because I don't really want to have a removable battery setup. I don't really care too much about that. And since it doesn't have to be clocked so much for me, I don't really care about the clocking of certain parts, so I'm good to do a crystal review like this. I can take up the whole top section, review the PCB connector for the NeoPixel, and then a crystal review chamber that fits in here, have the soundboard battery fits in this section as much as possible. I think that we can fit. And then, yeah, I don't know, I have to check how much workspace we're gonna have, but I think I might go for a NeoPixel setup with this one. And then this might be a deciding factor if I, once I build this one, if I still feel like I wanna have the Vader's Vault Hero Gen 2, or I just say, well, you know what, building my own lightsabers not only gives me much more satisfaction, it saves me a whole bunch of money as well, and I get more or less the same results. So I might just say that's gonna be my main hilt, my couch hilt, my everything hilt, my main hero. So yeah, I'm still debating because I do like the Vader's Vault Hero a lot, and I really want to get a Gen 2 myself. But yeah, price wise, this was I don't know, roughly 280 US dollars, something like that, 300 US dollar. And then the electronics myself and build it myself, of course, maybe 450 versus a 750 to 800 US dollar Vader's Vault Hero Gen 2 with 16-week wait time. I know, I understand not everybody has the same privilege to build lightsabers yourself and have that stuff, so I understand that. But yeah, there's some trade-offs that I'm gonna make. I potentially can save half the money by just taking this beautiful saber for granted and go for this instead of the Vader's Vault Hero. Nothing against the Vader's Vault Hero because I absolutely love it, but from a money point of view, I do have to take care of my family and whatnot, so this might be a logical saber to go to. And it's a beautiful hilt. Let's be honest, it's a really, really nice product. Like, they definitely come through. And now I'm still a bit vague about what 7Chambers want to do. They talked about a revised hilt for this, revisions with all the dimensions and whatnot. I completely don't understand what they want to do. So I'm still going to ask them if they are going to revise this hilt. Do I install it now? Do I have to wait for them to give me a trade-in option? I really don't understand what they're doing. It's quite vague to me. I'm really confused, and I hope they can clarify that very soon to me, and then I know if I can go ahead, install this saber, or if I should wait out and they're gonna send me a trade-in option for an even more accurate version. I have no idea what they want, honestly. So hopefully we're gonna find that very soon. But this is a beautiful hilt. Definitely recommend it as it is. Just a really beautiful, gorgeous self-built hilt. So let me know in the comments what you think of it. Thank you for watching. See you next video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.